Egypt.
And I'm Toya.
And today we're going to be talking about a little TMI.
It's very TMI.
Very TMI topic. But today we're going to be talking about the Diva Cup.
Yep.
Now, I'm not sure how many of you know what a Diva Cup is or if you've ever heard of it. But today, Toya and I are going to tell you a little bit about our experiences, why we got the Diva Cup.
And what it is.
And why you should get it.
Yes. So our good friend Marsharell told me about this Diva Cup situation, and I was like, no, my tampons are fine, and that's what I'm going to continue to use. I am not inserting a cup inside of my vag. It's not happening. So long story short, one day my husband and I are going out to breakfast right before church. And it was the first day of my period. So I put in a extra super tampon and a panty liner. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm good. I have on this little cute fitted skirt that's like blue and white. I've never had an issue before, right? I'm looking real cute, right? We go and have a great breakfast. We sit outside. But then I stand up and I'm like, I feel something. I'm like, babe, look at my, look in the bed. And sure enough, I had out in public on the white part of the skirt and that a red mark. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So I had to go home before church and change. And I said, you know what? Enough is enough. I think it's time for me to try something new. So I decided to go ahead and order my Diva Cup. And I haven't used tampons since.
Well, for me, I was introduced by the Diva Cup, or to the Diva Cup, from Toya and our friend Marsharell and our friend Chanel. They all three of them were using it, and I wanted to try something new, and they were kind of raving about it. So I was just like, okay, you know, I should try this. You know, it's something different. I don't have to worry about continuously buying pads and tampons and like, so I thought it might be like a great opportunity to like get rid of those things and do something new. So now that you know how we're introduced to it, we'll kind of tell you what it is, and the benefits, I guess.
Right. So first we're going to start off by showing you guys what it looks like. This is my Diva Cup, okay? This is really strange, but this is it. And it's a cup. It's silicone, and I keep it in this jar, which is really crazy. But this is an old spaghetti jar that I cleaned out, sterilized, and I keep it in here, and I boil it in here because you need to boil it to clean it. So, but I don't put this inside one of my pots or cups, so that's why I use the glass jar. And when I'm done with it at the end of the month, I clean it and I put it right back under my cabinet. Okay,
so basically the Diva Cup is an alternative to tampons and pads and any other things that you might use that we don't know anything about.
And it's good for the earth.
It's good for the earth.
Good for the earth.
You don't need to buy tampons and pads. You can reuse this for a year. So the one major thing that attracted me to the Diva Cup was that you don't need to buy pads, because if you know pads and tampons and stuff run out really quickly. They can be expensive. I mean, if you think about how much money you spend on a year monthly, and they add that up to a year, you will see that, I mean, it's kind of costly. Whereas the Diva Cup is $40.
And I paid, the first time I had to go back and look at my receipts, I got mine from Vitacost.com, and the first one I paid $26 for, and then the second one that I have I paid $30 for. So it's $10 cheaper than Wholefoods and I believe Amazon.
So it's a huge cost savings, and it's just environmentally friendly. You know, you're not dumping all that waste, all those used tampons and pads, you know, into the trash and basically into our environment. Now we'll kind of get into the use of it.
Yes.
So, in our experiences, because Toya and I had very different experiences with the Diva Cup.
Very different experiences. I know when I first purchased mine, I read, I went on Vitacost and read all of the reviews. I read a ton, like hundreds of reviews to see the best way to use this product. And a lot of them said that it takes a good 2 cycles to nail down your technique that will work best for you. And it did take me 2 cycles to nail it, and I have it and I don't have any problems. But a lot of those techniques that they talked about in the reviews are techniques that I use to get my Diva Cup in the correct way. Okay, ladies, so this is how I insert my Diva Cup. I pull it, it's kind of hard, but I pull it in like this, basically. Like that, and then I stick it, not going up, because you don't want to insert this like a tampon, because this is not a tampon. So I don't insert it straight up into my cervix, I insert it back. So I push it back, not as far as, I guess you could say almost as far as I can push it, maybe, but not really. And then I wait for it to pop, because this is going to pop open like that. I'll show it to you again. It's going to pop open like that. And you're going to feel it when it pops. And that's how you know that you have the cup in the correct way.
So basically, I put it in similar to Toya, you know, with the dip that you saw. But to get it in for me, I also normally don't have bottoms on. And I normally am sitting as well.
You're not restricted that way. I feel like you need to be free.
And I literally just open up with my left hand. Typically, I open up the lips, and I open up the lips. I hold everything open just like this, right? And so your legs are open. And then all I do is literally just take it how it was bent over and just put it in. And literally, you just sitting down and you just put it in that way. And that is the way that you know that it is in there. Now, easy. The part that was really challenging for me was getting it out. Because I found myself very frustrated and challenged trying to get it out. Because I have a slightly larger flow. Especially my first day or first 2 days, because I have fibroids. So because of the fibroids, my period is a lot heavier than what it used to be when I was, you know, in my 20s. So so when you get the package, you'll see that you don't have to dump for 12 hours if you have like a normal flow. For me, I don't have that. So I still have to dump probably every 2 hours on my 2 heavy days. My first 2 days are the heavy days. The rest of the days I could do the 12-hour thing, but not the first 2 days. So the only way I could get it out was to let it fill all the way up and it starts to leak. So I would like always wear a panty liner, which I would just recommend wearing a panty liner anyway, just to be on the safe side. If you're new to this, wear a pad the first day. Yeah. Just because you just don't want any accidents out on the street. I would wait until it gets completely full and I was leaking, because you need to bear down to get the Diva Cup out. When you bear down, your cup is full, it like literally, I mean, it doesn't fall out, but you know, it's easily coming down. Yeah, you don't have to struggle with it.
It will hang.
Right.
Really
You'll
low.
feel it
you
because
can just pull it.
Right. But you don't want it to get filled like that. You know, but if you're a beginner and you're finding it difficult to get it out, then I would say let it fill up it won't kill you. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. Let it fill up, and then you'll be able to easily get it out. Literally, I just have to squat, and then, you know, take your 2 fingers, pretty much like that. Yep. Go up there and try to get that,
pull it out.
So you see that stem down there?
This is the stem.
You're going to go up, right?
Right. And I usually catch mine like right here. Mm-hmm. So I usually don't even pull it by the stem.
So now that just depends on if you can do preference. It. For me, I can't get that. I can't pull it out like that until I get it down a little bit. So I have to literally, like, normally I have to try to make sure I have some nails so that I can get the stem a bit.
Oh my gosh.
And then pull it down, and then I'm good.
Yeah, I just go in there and get it, just like this.
So you might be able to do it. I was not able to do it. That it might be challenging in the beginning, and I had to. My third cycle is when it was easy. So I definitely think that give it 3 cycles.
Yes.
Definitely. And you should be okay after the 3rd cycle. Don't give up. You know, the first time around I did give up, but this now I'm having, and I'm glad that I have it. It's much better. It is really just
it's great. And I'm gonna tell you another reason why this is really, really great. I don't know if any ladies out there have issues when you use tampons or pads, maybe having a scent. So with the Diva Cup,
you don't have that.
You smell like, I know this is really weird, but you smell like what you smell like when your period is not on. That means you have no scent. You don't even know that. I mean, once you get comfortable and you get it down, it's almost as if, I mean, after the cramps, the back pain, you know, once those things work, because I know for me that first day I'm in pain. But after, you know, about the 3rd day, I forget that my period is even on because I'm comfortable with my Diva Cup. I'm not in any pain. And I can just go, and then I don't have any smell. I smell like my normal self. Wonderful. And you can also do a number 2 in it and not worry about it falling out. Do you have that issue?
No, I don't.
You can go number 2, and that might seem weird, like, oh my gosh, it's gonna fall out. It's not gonna fall out. This is gonna be very TMI. I've had sex with it in before.
Don't do that.
With my listen, ladies. It was an accident. It was an accident. I can't stress it enough. And I'm not saying this is right, but I'm just saying that it's an accident. But I did go back and I did see some people with reviews that said that they did also had sex with it, and it was fine. But I'm just saying, like, just if it happened like myself and it was an accident, don't freak out. You'll be okay.